Chris Bumstead jumping up to the men's open for the 2024 Prague Pro Championships is the biggest news in bodybuilding since whatever. This is huge, guys. This is big, big business. Big business for bodybuilding. It's probably the equivalent of a modern day Arnold Schwarzenegger or Serge Debray or Frank Zane, a guy like that, competing against modern day competitors. This is huge, guys. And you know what? I think he is going to win. I think he's going to beat Martin Fitzwater, go to the Olympia. And what is his mindset right now? He looked fantastic, guys. He looked better than ever before. Or is it just that we're not used to seeing him against, open class competitors? We're going to do our best. The pictures they're not the best from the Prague Pro that we got so far, but I wanted to do this comparison. I was antsy to see if he was better. And from what I can see, his legs look bigger. Now you can say, oh, the angle's wrong, the angle's different, things of that nature. Sure, I'll be inclined to believing that, but I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of picture comparisons, things of that nature, and I do believe Bumstead, his wheels. It's only been, however long it's been since the Olympia, so a little over a month ago. What do you got, 5 or 6 weeks? I should have counted, but 5 or 6 weeks? Yes, absolutely, these guys can change their physiques, especially if the stress was off. And I'm sure Chris himself has less stress than the average 6-time Olympia champion going into an event, but I'm sure there is some. He won, he retired, probably had a pizza, he went to the house of pies, carved up a bit, and I think that does reflect in the wheel size itself. Here's the front lat spread, and this picture is a little bit better. This one's not bad. I'll link you to the Instagram pages where I did get these pictures. So kudos to the photographers. Always do a fine job. And without you photographers, none of us would even be able to see these guys. Well, we'd have the live streams, but having said that, guys, take a look. It looks like his wheels are a little bit bigger. And I'm sure there's going to be those geniosos in the comment section below whenever you do a 6-week difference comparison. Obviously, you're not going to see no big, huge changes. But you'll hear those geniuses saying, it's the exact same, you're blind. Well, even his calves are bigger. You notice that? One thing I noticed also, he's holding his hands up a little bit higher at the Prague. Makes more of a lats. His lats are filled out a little bit more because of that? Hard to say. Turn to the side. Now this is interesting. Look at his far arm. It looks bigger at the Olympia, doesn't it? Or is that just the angle? I think that's just the angle. He's opened up a little bit better. I don't know, I kind of prefer the side chest from the Olympia. Looks like his legs are a little bit more cut as well. So if they're not as shredded, they're going to look a little puffier. Know what I'm saying? Now his hat hair. You see how his hair's really puffy. I don't know, we shouldn't be focused on that, but I mean we can see it. It's obvious. Just looks like one of those hats. Now at the Prague, I like it. It's a little, put some gel in there. Mousse. I think he might have moosed up. It's post-mousse. So he needs a little bit of that stuff. Foolishness. Now the back shot, the back lat spread, kind of a write-off. This is 2023 for Bumstead. So this is not the 6-week difference. 6 weeks outdoory Nates versus Samson Dowda. Did you guys see that video? Yeah, his back does appear to be a little bit wider, I think now, for what it's worth. But the detail is better back then. And his conditioning of the glutes. His wheels look bigger too. They're touching each other. And the outer quad looks bigger as well. So, having said that, this rear lat spread, it's not the issue. Here's the rear double from the Olympia. Now this is an interesting situation indeed. Pum, 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 pum. The back looks better at the Olympia. It does. The traps look bigger, fuller, and I know the lighting, it kind of rips him off slightly, just slightly. But take a good look. I think his back, the V-taper itself, better. The arms might even look better from behind as well. Condition of the glutes, not quite as tight. So he would look a little bit bigger in the wheels if they're not as conditioned. They're not as diced. Calves are bigger. I think he worked on them. Could be more cut at the Olympia. Hard to say. Hard to suggest. And I'm not quite certain until we get the better close-up shots if he is really actually much more conditioned at the Olympia in the glutes, hamstrings, which I do think he might be. He might be. And that's the most muscular. The last pose, the last word on this one, guys. Hat hair. Hair looks better. Muscles, are they more muscly? There was certain poses that I did. I was thinking, yeah, he does look a little bit bigger, better. But I don't know. I seen the more cuts in his quads from the side point of view. From the front, they look bigger and better. But from the side point of view, they look bigger but not better. Know what I'm saying? Error. Oh, I guess we have another most muscular to finish it off. His poise was excellent. I think he was just as good for the open class, considering that his wheels did look a little bit bigger. If there's one thing that he did need, was wheel size. Going against Martin Fitzwater, things of that nature. Martin's not as good as he was at the Olympia, and Bumstead is better for the division. So that little combination leads me to believe anyway, that Bumstead is going to be your Prague Pro champion. Call me crazy. But at least wait till the decision is made, because you never know. You never know. I think he's going to do it. It is the fact that we never seen him against open class competitors. I think that's the biggest difference. Not so much that he changed. Although if he trains for the Olympia, man, if he can beat Martin Fitzwater, who placed 4th, that puts him right into the first call out. And that is excitement, he wrote. Hit thumbs up on the video. Let me know. Chris Bumstead, is he going to beat Martin? If he doesn't, is he still going to get a special invite to the Olympia? Beat top 4 guy, or, almost. That's worth a special invite, isn't it? Maybe not. Have a great one, guys.